I'll wait for people to join back in here. I guess I messed up. That's what happens when I do this. Try to do more than just go live. Ugh. $22. All right. I'm gonna start over. Sorry about that, guys. A little frustrating. I've done this is the third time I did live and it was no issue, so. But yeah, that's fine. I'm not Panda. I don't have to do everything perfect. All Trek's back. 2 giveaways. Oh, I have 2 of those firmware control boards still. Marathon firmware control boards. I'm not giving away both today. I'm just gonna give away one. But yeah. Yep, perfect, Patrick. That's exactly what I wanted. So we're back. Yeah, sorry. I was trying to, I thought I had the link saved since before I started. Spacebar. I don't have stickers all Trek. Maybe someday, but I don't plan to have stickers. So actually, I lied. There's only one sticker that's actually gonna go up here at the container. So let me show you guys. There's only one sticker that's not ever go up at the container. So no pandas, no kings, no hawks, no chump changes, just that one. So that's the only plan. So hi Joker, how you doing? Are you getting the storms now? I was up till 4 a.m. with the rain. So bad stuff was south of us. I know Mass Boost got hit harder than I did. He's fine. I talked to him. He's good. But I know he had tornado warnings going off and sirens going off at 3:30 in the morning. So he had a rough night. And I was up just because of all the rain. So all morning, yeah. Iowa's been getting hammered this year with storms. Oh my God. We're just getting smoked. We're back. Yep. Sorry. I'm not have it all figured out like Panda and stuff. Imagine you have free electricity. Which miners you buy? Okay, so that's a good conversation, Ollie. So I'm gonna go into it with what I think. Everyone says. Let me sit down here. So everyone says that efficiency is king, but if you have cheap, very cheap, or free electrical, you just want hash rate. You don't care about the price. And that's there's a line there that if you have such cheap electrical that you only get like industrial, like only big, like it's not for the Joe Schmo can get that. But if you can get that cheap, you don't care about the efficiency. You just care about the price per terahash and it's getting as much as you can. So, if that was the case, would you just be getting K Pros because they're a good bang for the buck? Would you get used J Pros? I mean, you technically get more hash rate for the same price. So that's kind of, yeah. And what Patrick just said is 100% true. Efficiency is king during the bear market. During the bull market, there is no such word as efficiency. So yeah, that is kind of the way you need to think about it. So it kind of depends on where you're at. It really depends on your price, your electrical. For the container at 10 cents, the K Pros are pretty much breaking even right now with Bitcoin, hovering around 68, 70,000. The rewards haven't changed. They've been the same rewards for 2 weeks now. So we had that really crazy week after the halving where the rewards were off the charts. They're actually higher a lot of the times than the old than before the halving. because of all the fees and all the ordinals that were going on, and those other things. I forgot the heck what they were called. But since then, the rewards have been the same. It's been 0.78, or it's been 7879 per terahash. It's like 5 zeros in there or something. But it's been the same for 2 weeks. I have kind of a pool comparison I've been doing nonstop, comparing some pools. I even compared Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash there for a while, and Bitcoin was slightly ahead. And so it's, right now, if I was buying for throwing in the container, if you're paying out of pocket and you just want to get Bitcoin, K-Pro is not a bad idea. You're breaking even. You're paying what you pay is what you get. But this is also the lowest point of the price, of the rewards, because the Bitcoin price keeps going up. The rewards will slow down a little bit, but there's a lot of hash rate out there. It's all new hash rate coming on. It's not a lot of people that turned off and is waiting to turn back on. It's been less than my 10 to 15% estimate. So yeah, if I was buying, definitely K-Pros or 21s. If I was going Bitcoin, thankfully here, I can run L7s. I can run other stuff too. So it's not just that. But yeah, everybody, thanks for coming back here. Bacon, eggs, and hash. Tornadoes. Yeah, did you say you were in Memphis? Were you the one that said Memphis earlier? Nope. Random Miner said Memphis. But yeah, there was tornadoes last night, 100 miles south of me. Yeah, the ETF, that's good. I think the bigger thing is the House ruling that was more bipartisan. I think that's a bigger deal overall for Bitcoin, because you still have certain people on the Democrat side that say no, that don't like it, the Elizabeth Warrens of the world. But if a majority of them are saying it's fine or okay, I think that's a bigger deal, because I think it'll move that edge case closer to the middle. And so that will help long term, where it's not as big of a fighting point. So I think that's best long term. I don't want to get into politics, but I'm just saying that I think that's a big deal. Compared with the Ethereum ETF's good, but I think it was going to happen once BTC got approved. Ethereum was going to get approved at some point, so I don't think that's as groundbreaking. One Hanley up for grabs, slightly used, but has a lot of patience, no international shipping. I don't know what you guys are talking about. What inside joke you got there? Patrick, special for the comments. Just put hash rate live. That's fine. I think that's, yeah. So if you want to post it again, so doing the giveaway, Patrick's gonna put the link to my last live video. Go in the comments, say something positive, and write hashtag live. Yes, Shay, we're live. Part 2. I screwed up the first time and had to restart over, so that's on me. So what we're giving away is one of those Marathon firmware control boards. I still have another one to give away. I used them. I had a video on it. Had very good results with it. It's cool to have more competition in that space. We have Brains, we have Luxor, we have Vanish, which is not as popular, but it's some of the big boys like it. I haven't tested Vanish yet because it's not as easy to put on. But now we have Marathon firmware, so it's nice to have some competition to where those guys are fighting with each other to make it cleaner, to make it more usable, bring about new features, whatever the case may be. So more competition in that aspect is always a plus. But that works on any of the S19 variants, and I'm pretty sure all the S21 variants too. So maybe not the Pro, obviously, because the Pro's not released yet, but like any of the S21, I think T21, it'll work on the. Well, actually, don't quote me on the T21, but the S21 it does. So yeah, go in there, comment, something positive, and then hashtag live. And then what the plan is, I can't do it right now because I'm on my phone, and I'll cut the stream again. So when I get back to the office here about an hour after the stream, I will then do a random comment picker. I'll post it on Twitter, I'll post it on YouTube, and I'll highlight the comment, and then you can contact me and we'll get that sent out to you. So, yeah. Allie, do you think the M30S and the pluses are still good? It comes down to the power rate. So I have one in my shed. I think I can't run them here in this container because they're only 240. You have to buy a new power supply to make them 277 capable. So I cannot run them here in the container. I think it all depends on your power rate. If you're like 6 cents or less, yeah, run them because you're making money. But if you're anything above there, I think the break even on my M30S Plus is a 102 terahash model. I think my break even is somewhere around the 8 to 9 cents. So, yeah, I wouldn't be buying them. I wouldn't be buying them if that was my case, because you can get them for probably like $1,300. I'd be buying a K Pro. I'd spend a little bit more money to get a K Pro for $1,700. I think that's the plan. Yeah, I still have the What's Miner. I do. I have it in low power mode. It gets like 28, 29 terahash. 28, 29 watts per terahash in low power mode. It's not bad. But I can't move it over to here. So that'll be in the container, that'll be in the shed, and then kind of go from there. Any other questions, guys? Let me switch around here. So not everyone was here at the beginning, but I talked about we got some conduit run from the switch panel over to here. So that's kind of the next step. We got these panels here. These are before. I am not the electrician here, but it'll be for the disconnects. Sorry, I just saw Kryptex was going live. So I probably won't stay on too long. I think he just went live now, or live here at 11:30 Central. So when I scheduled this, I just scheduled it real quick, knowing that I was away from the kids and knowing what time I wanted to do it. I usually check with everyone else. Him and hobbyists have been live in the afternoons. I didn't check with Kryptex. I just did it real quick. I didn't think all the way through, so I already talked to him. It's my bad. Yeah, so 12:30 EST. So yeah, he just went live. So we'll just hang out a little bit, and then we can jump over there. So, thanks, Sadie. Yeah. Yep. Thanks, New England. Yeah, it's going good. I'm pretty excited about this. We're getting there. We are getting there. Bacon, am I doing a live stream when I throw the switch on the facility? There'll be a lot of stuff going around at that time. Honestly, my number one, if I throw the switch on, I am hoping, and I'm going to try to plan this out to where I have clients ready to turn on. So my plan is to have, ASICs sitting here ready for me to turn on. So my first priority would be to get those guys up and going and work through those bugs. If there's any bugs in that, any issues I have during that time, get them up and going. But will there be lives and other stuff like that? Absolutely. Maybe I get them all live or up and running and no issues, and then go live afterwards or the next day. Yeah. So, that'll be my number one priority, Bacon. But yeah, I'll have plenty of stuff going on then. Obviously, I'm not gonna be 100% full day one, so definitely gonna, be needing more clients. I think right now I have give or take 70 or a touch more ASICs spoken for that, and so I can hold 390. I have give or take 70 spoken for that they'll be able to turn on very quickly. With people interested. I haven't decided how many of mine I'm moving over, but yeah, we're getting to the point where it's time. So Patrick, how full can shelves be? Hopefully 100% full. I can fit. I know you haven't been here for these lives, so each of these legs will have a PDU on it. The PDU has 30 outlets on it, so 2 on each side. Okay, and there's 7 shelves. Let me make sure I don't drop my phone here. 7 shelves, and then the 8th shelf at the top will be 1 on each side. So that'll be our 30. So each PDU can house up to 30, and that's average of 3,300 watts. So depending on what's on there, if it's just like K Pros, stack it to the ceiling. If it's S21s, I have to keep that in mind to where I can't fill it up all the way, because S21s pull, they say 3,500, but they actually pull more like 37. But yeah, so I'll have to play that around. So I'll have to mix the PDUs, have some S21s on one with some K Pros to even out to get that 3,300 average. But that's all, I kind of have it all planned out, kind of all thought. But yeah, in the end, try to have as much filled as possible. So if I don't fill up the top shelf, I just have 28 filled, no problem. It's not the end of the world. It's not a big deal. As long as we just if we max out the power before we max out the shelving, that's fine. It's not the end of the world. So you might, New England, yes, talk to me. Yep, talk to me. We'll see what we can do. I'm only 277 here, so it depends on which ones you want to send me. But yes, talk to me, and we'll get that figured out. Crypto KJ, stop it. Yep, look at Patrick just shared that for me. Yeah, so click on that video. My last video I posted. I recorded one here before I went live, so I'll have another one up tomorrow. But that's one of my last video I posted. Write in the comments something positive, and then write hashtag live. An hour after the stream here, I'll have lunch. I'll be sitting in my office, and I'll be able to do a random comment picker. So you'll know later this afternoon if you won or not. So how you doing, Pellish? How's it going? Techman 10, I did not say hi to you earlier. I'm sorry. How you doing, buddy? And then Shay, I know you commented in the very first one on the first stream. So yeah, we're up and going. Cats of Crypto, yep. Pellish, the only sticker going up at the container. So, yep. Oh yeah, congrats, New England. Yeah, I forgot. Another one on the way. You're getting close there. If I remember right, is that number 3? Biggest mistakes getting outnumbered. So I have 3. And being outnumbered is rough. So good luck with that, man. Yep, being outnumbered is the worst part. So no, Pellish. I just want that one sticker, just the one. I'm not putting any other stickers up. Not even like if I get my own, I'm not even putting mine up. So yes, Techman. Thank you. Yeah, we're doing good. It's my business partner, it's kind of on his shoulders here because it's all electrical stuff. But he's been busy. But he's doing what he can when he can, and I'm not. He's been kicking butt the entire time. So yeah, we're getting there. I got a plan for after he gets electrical done. All my stuff, the internet, Ethernet, routing. I have all the billing stuff figured out. All that's looking pretty good. Not that I might not have issues, but on paper it looks pretty good right now. So Worcester, Eleanor. That's a really cute name. Allie, I've heard that M30 series has a problem with the power supply in terms of lifespan. Is that true? I have not heard that. It always depends on who you talk to. What's the most reliable miners out there? In general, I would say Watts miners are very reliable compared to others. My M30S++, I've had it for a year and a half now, running nonstop, and it's been awesome. Even when it gets really hot, it runs better than the J Pros and the K Pros when it gets hot out. So I think that's, I wouldn't say that's a big issue compared to other manufacturers, if that makes sense, Allie. Ellie for short, yep. LMA for short. Yep, that is cute. My kids, I want to have short names. They all, 2 of the 3 have a name that could be shortened to. So, just my brother does it just to piss me off. But try not to have it shortened. But yeah, it always ends up. Plus, when they get to school, they make their own rules. So. I guess I don't know that joke, Tech Man. Okay. Any questions or anything, guys? I know I mentioned this at the beginning, but we're gonna have some metering done. My business partner, there's some metering technology that he's been following that's gotten a lot cheaper in the last 6 months. So I know we'll be able to meter the container as a whole. It's probably too expensive to start metering down to the PDUs and stuff. Kind of in that thing, it's, how much do you want to spend, and you actually can get all the benefit out of it. So at first we're just going to meter just the container. Maybe for future we might meter down, but if we know what the container's pulling, we can kind of get estimates after that. Make sure that my estimates of what the container's pulling and costing match up. Talking about movie references, Tech Man, I don't know those. I don't watch a lot of movies, not anymore at least. Yeah, we're getting there. So yeah, I know you asked this earlier, Patrick, but that's how the ASICs look on the shelves. So that fits nice. Me finding these shelving was a godsend. I mean, we got these cheap. I think $800 or something like that for all the shelving. Obviously, it's used, but it works just fine. It was a pain in the butt to set up, but it was doable. And for $800, hell, we'd buy them again and again and again. I mean, it's great. But yeah, that's how they look in there. There'll be 4 on a shelf. These 2 will be hooked up to this PDU. These 2 will be hooked up to the PDU right here. The PDU's floor to ceiling. I know I showed that in the past live video. Those are perfect. They came in exactly what we were hoping for, with about half an inch of extra space. We actually had to cut off the little brackets on the top and the bottom so you can connect it to stuff. So we had to actually cut the brackets off. So we'll connect it a different way, but we're not too worried. It'll be perfectly fine. Okay, so Patrick asked, would you consider doing any GPU hosting or no, purely ASICs? 100% purely ASICs. I have no intention ever doing GPU hosting. Mostly because it's a lot of extra work. A lot. So then you have to charge more for GPU than ASICs, because especially now, everyone's changing coins every 3 days, so then rigs go off. Like, it's nonstop. That's not the plan. Plus, they actually take up a lot of space. So if you have a megawatt of power to use, you actually need 2 of these containers to fit all that in. Because, if this is 3,000 watts, let's say, if this ASIC pulls 3,000, I mean, it's taken 12 inches by 8 inches. But if you have an octa miner, it's taking less than 3,000 watts. Excuse me, I'm sorry, guys. But you have an octa miner taking less than 3,000 watts. It's taking up twice, 2.5 times the space. So you can't fill this up. You have all this extra power. So yeah, I don't plan on doing the GPUs just because it's extra cost up front and it's a lot extra work. Yes, I could charge more for it, but is it worth it? No. Our goal is to have like 5 megawatts where me and my partner can take care of comfortably. I think after 5 megawatts, we have to start hiring we have to hire a third person. And I think at that point, we'll have to see where we're at and if we want to keep going. So I don't know if I have no intention of going GPUs. So how about that? I'm just staying A6. Yeah. Okay. Let me catch up here. P.S. If you guys see any shorts on my channel that seem or out of place over the next couple weeks, I'm trying to schedule a few in advance to stay relevant. Yeah, I mean, that's good, New England. Get that stuff, get that out there, and even if they don't hit, at least they're out there. So I think that's best. Just having content up there is better than not having the perfect content. I can't rush these sorts of things. What happened to the stream? Okay, so Panda, I didn't fat finger it, but I hit the menu button on these Androids to open up other apps, and when I did that, it cut it off, and then it never reconnected. Like it reconnected, but then like it kicked people out, and so I had to just stop it and start over again. So yeah, you could say it fat finger, but I was trying to get my link for my for the video Patrick's putting in there for me. So yeah, it was on me. It was my fault. Can you ban him? No, probably not. Why does Panda have a check mark? I don't know why Panda has a check mark. I'm not this YouTube's YouTube king, so I don't know all the ins and outs. I don't know why Panda has a check mark where you don't, Patrick. I thought he was just a normal moderator. Maybe he's not. I don't know. So okay, so we've been live here for like 50 minutes or so, and I know Kootman. What? Okay, mass boost. So mass boost is good from the storms, by the way. I mentioned that earlier. What I did was I actually recorded. I have a video plan I want to do, kind of like a kickoff, and it's actually going to be. It's not going to be for like us that are in here on this live stream. It's going to be for like more newer people and how hosting works. And so I had to put an ASIC here for a part of that video. It's going to be a video about what is hosting. How do you host? How does that work? And so it's kind of going through, talking to me, figuring out which ASIC, buying the ASIC, me hooking it up, and then how is the bills going to show up, and how does that all work? And it's mostly for especially like here locally, with people that know what Bitcoin is but don't know as much as we do about mining and that kind of stuff. How does it all work? How does Bitcoin just show up in my Bitcoin wallet? What's a Bitcoin wallet? Hardware wallet, that kind of stuff. So it's going through all that. So that was just part of it. So I got another ASIC in the office. It was just I just have one of these old J Pros sitting here, and mostly I did it to make sure it looked good on the shelf and everything fit. And I actually measured out when I had a PDU here to measure out all the power cords and the Ethernet cords to know what to order and stuff. So yeah, it's just sitting there, but it's not. It's just an old J Pro. So I think it's because he has a channel with a certain amount of subs. Yeah, he's special. God dang it. That Panda's kind of special. It sucks. Your 21 subs don't earn you a check mark? Yeah. Yep. Okay, so Patrick, can you put the link one more time? I'm gonna get out of here because Krootman's live, so everyone to go check him out. He's been doing the live lunch videos, or lunch streams. So I want you guys all to go over to him. But Patrick's gonna put the link again. It's my last video talking about the exhaust wall. Comment on it. #live. I will be at my office and in front of a computer in an hour to do a comment picker from that video. And I will then put on Twitter, put on YouTube, and highlight the comment saying that you won. We're giving away a Marathon firmware control board. So then I'll send that to you. If you also, in the description below, is my email, contact@iowamining.io. If you're thinking about getting ASICs to be hosted, talk to me. I'm 2 to 3 weeks out. I got a couple. We got to see where in the build cycle is. So we want to start at the beginning of the build cycle, not in the middle or the end. So I got to kind of figure that out with the power company and with my landlord. But give or take 3 weeks. I'm not gonna tell you to send me ASICs now and sit on them for 3 weeks. I don't want to be responsible for that. But we'll figure that out and make sure we're all on the same page. But yeah, so I appreciate you guys. Comment on the video. Go check out Krootman and his live stream. Tell him that Iowa sent you over there. And I will talk to all of you guys later. I appreciate you guys checking me out. Thanks, guys.